Hi. So, a quick question. I was curious. Like, do you have to be spiritually awakened to have a good life? So this is a question I'm contemplating. Like, does someone have to go through all this efforting to feel like they've been spiritually awakened for their life to be better? Or can somebody just be happy without doing all that crazy work? For like all that crazy work, inner work stuff, for it not to be so crazy and for you to have still a really good life. And I believe that we can. I really believe that we can. I don't believe it has to be this crazy and this hard, to be quite honest. Like, it's a little insane how intense everything is turning out to be. I'm trying to get light so that you guys can see my face, or I blend in. Like, does it have to be this crazy? Do we have to spend this much time trying to feel better about ourselves? Do we have to dig so deep? You know, why can't it be as simple as, oh, here comes an emotion. I'm feeling limited in my belief about my life. I'm feeling kind of yucky, or I'm feeling blah. And how about just being okay with blah? Like, why can't we just be okay with blah? Why can't we be okay with feeling bad? It's like, it's a horror movie. Oh my God, I'm feeling bad. I can't sit with this pain. What can I do? Well, that's all this whole entire spiritual awakening. Okay? You can try every modality under the sun if you like. And you know what? Go ahead and do it. And at some point, you're going to just get sick of it and sick of yourself and sick of everything, because you're just going to feel like, oh my God, I keep repeating the same loop over and over and over and over and over and over again. It just drives you absolutely crazy. And then you start adding more limiting beliefs to yourself. Like, oh my God, I'm such a failure. Even at this, oh, God doesn't love me. Source doesn't love me. Why is it only me that this isn't working out for? Yeah, it's going to drive you completely insane. But actually, the whole thing is so much easier than how it's being perceived and how we're being taught right now how to do this. All I will tell you to do is this. Whatever shows up, an emotion shows itself to you, this is what you're going to simply do. It really works. You're going to be okay with it. So you're basically going to say, fine, I feel crap today. Do I have to fix it? Nope. Do I have to change it? Nope. You will have the urgency inside to change it. There will be this emergency state inside to change it. Will you do it? Nope. You're basically going to be talking to your ego and saying, nope. I'm angry today. Let me be angry. I feel sad today. I'm going to be sad. I am unhappy today. I feel that I'm useless. Let me be useless. I feel that I'm never going to amount to anything in my life. Fine. That is how I feel today. Honestly, this is the only healing tool you'll ever need. It's just being okay with how you're feeling without thinking that it needs to be fixed or healed or released or moved past or all this stuff that is going on. Okay? Now, I think all these tools are amazing. I've used them myself. So many of them work. I use them with my clients. It's just different. It depends on what I hear and which tool while I'm in a session with someone. However, in general, the basic thing that has worked for me and so many of my clients and in my workshops basically is be okay with how you feel. And even if you feel so crappy and horrible inside, just be okay with it. Just just sit back with it and be okay. So what if you're feeling terrible? How often do we feel terrible throughout our lives? A lot. So just be okay with it. It's another emotion that's showing up that probably just wants to be seen and heard as much as your fear wants to be seen and heard. Fear shows up, oh my God, I'm so terrified that whatever, I won't make my payment and for next month, and just be in that. Be like, I'm so terrified. You know what? I'm going to be terrified. I don't want to fight against it. I don't want to fix it. I don't want to find fault in it. And I don't want to reprimand myself. I already have a lot of like self-doubt and stupid language happening inside. Just let it go. Just be like, fine. I'm terrified of that thought. I'm terrified of that happening. And I'm going to be terrified for the day. For the day, I'm just going to allow myself to be in this terrified place. I'm not saying it's going to be comfortable. I'm just simply saying it's so much easier to do that than keep fighting it and then adding more language like, oh my God, after all these self-help books and after all the sessions you've had, and this is still your thought pattern, you haven't manifested right, you are a loser. Like, that is just exhausting. So instead of dealing with the core thing that's showing up, because that's what healing is, it's not you doing it. It's source providing you with, here, there's a pocket of energy that's trapped inside of you and it's going to show up right now. You don't have to dig into your childhood. You don't have to dig into your timeline and ancestrals and past lives. You don't have to do any of that. It shows up. It just shows up. You have no control over it. You'll be driving your car and somebody honks and freaks you out. PTSD. You're like, you know? You're like, oh my God, I was shocked. Oh, I should work on this. I have PTSD. Let me go. No, forget all that. Just be like, oh, I was shocked. Oh, nervous system is shocked. You know what? That's okay. Great. I was shocked. I will just be shocked. You don't have to interpret it. You don't have to change it. You don't have to figure out why you have it. Oh, this one takes so much energy. Where did this come from? My mom, my dad, my ancestors, my lineage, my childhood. Was it in the womb? Was it out of the womb? Who cares? The energy just showed up. Be with it. I'm not saying it's easy. We have been programmed and taught not to sit with our feelings, whatever they are, to shame ourselves when we feel something, right? You feel like a failure. Feel like a failure. Feel like a failure. You feel like a victim. Feel like a victim. The reason victims go out there and they are true, like they victimize themselves, is because they don't allow themselves to be victims. They don't think they're victims. If you ask a person who's walking around being a victim, they are so unaware they're being a victim. But if you're aware, it's different. I am feeling like a victim today. I'm aware of it and I allow myself to feel it. I will be my victim today. I will relish in being a victim. I will mope around and I will be a victim. I'm consciously aware of it. What am I doing? I'm allowing that pocket of energy to be seen and heard and loved by me. Okay? Because I've done nothing but abuse the crap out of it every time it like peeped to peek at me. This is the best I can offer you. Honestly, there is like, you can try all modalities and they all work. Trust me, they all do work. Okay? But because you've done all the work, you've, as a spiritually awakening person, as somebody who's gone through all the modalities, who's probably taken 100 courses, who've met so many different people, healing world people, and done, I don't know what and healing and ceremonies and crystals and, hypnosis and therapy and whatever it is. At the end of the day, at the very end of the day, yes, they all work. But at the end of the day, when an emotion shows up after you've done all that, you're going to be really shitty to yourself about it. Like, oh my God, that stuff didn't work. Oh my God, I still suck. Oh my God, you're just adding more language. So I'm just letting you know that when these emotions show up, simply just be like, cool. The identity I'm going to be in today, I don't know how long this will last. It could last all day. It could last a minute or an hour. It doesn't even matter. The identity I'm going to be in today is anger because that's what's showing up. Anger wants to come through. Am I going to be awful to anger? No, I'm just simply going to be like, I'm in anger today. That's my state. I'm angry. I'm disappointed. I'm sad. I'm miserable. I'm a victim. That's it. Because the only way to ignite guilt, shame, the really gunky, crappiest emotions possible in the emotional scale, okay? Blame, guilt, shame, the worst of the worst, is when you have an emotion and you deny yourself feeling it. Is when you're like, no, you start getting ashamed of yourself. I'm so ashamed of myself. I'm so ashamed. How could I possibly feel this way? think this way. I worked so hard on my anxiety and now I'm anxious. There's something wrong with me. You're shaming, guilting, blaming. That's the worst. You have anxiety. Oh, here it comes. Fine. I'm anxious today. I accept it. Done. Zip it up. Just take it. Go through the hell of anxiety. And it's going to go. It's just going to go. These emotions are just passing. This is the best healing tool I can possibly offer you. Truly, from the bottom of my heart. And I too, a lot of times, want to still run away from them when they show up. These pockets of energy, when they show up, I want to run away. Me. Let me just see if my mic is still working. Yeah. I want to run away. And you'll want to run away. The challenge is, can you not run away and be like, you know what? One of the scariest things, my dad used to get so angry all the time, and I want to make sure that I never get angry, but I'm feeling anger, and be okay with being angry. The limiting beliefs will all show up, and I don't know what, and let them all come through. Let them just come through. It's going to be a war inside. You know what? Because everything else is exhausting to do. It really is, and a waste of life and time. So if you're where I'm at, trust me, this is a game you'd like to play. It's really going to help. Truly going to help. So if you like this, share with me, what are your limiting beliefs? How else would you like to access your life and do something different? How would you like to experience your pain? See, that's the true question. How would you like to experience your pain? We don't want it. Nobody's saying, oh, bring on the pain. I love it. We don't want the pain. I'm not saying, oh, how would you like to be more in pain? I'm just saying, how would you like to experience it? Maybe accepting it. Maybe that's the best thing you can possibly do. Anyway, hit subscribe, share this, like, leave your comments. I'd like to hear your perspective. Very important. Your perspective is so important to me because it helps me also like start to be in touch with the collective and hearing like, yeah, you know, I'm not going crazy. But yeah, this is like, try it out and let me know, like, how has it helped you to be in the emotion without doing any of the modalities? Just be in the emotion. You're going to feel, oh my God, I have to do this, I have to do that. Close your eyes, meditate, feel it. Don't do any of that. I dare you. I dare you not to do any of that. And I dare you to just sit and be with it. Go do your thing. Be an angry driver. I don't care. Just be that emotion that is showing up, embrace it and take it on. I dare you. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes. Okay. Leave me in the comments how that feels and how that goes. And if you too are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I also have another podcast, another YouTube channel that is amazing. I do it with Mel, a really dear friend and somebody I adore. It's called Expand with Mel and Rain. Go check it out. I channel a lot of stuff there. It's a different kind of channeling. It's the real deal. So check it out. Let me know how you like that. My other YouTube channel with my dear, dear friend, Melinda. All right. Take care of yourselves. Bye.